Hello friends, this is Cold Run. Welcome back to a blind playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV's Dawntrail expansion, where we're here in Solution 9 in the aftermath of Zoraal Ja's attack, and Wuk Lamat, a comforting hand, which Wuk Lamat wishes to do what she can for the people of Solution 9. I've been thinking, by wearing regulators, the people of Alexandria had been spared the fear of death. I think they've been spared the fear of... It's just the fear of violent death, right? Or is it the fear of... It's the fear of... It's so they're... This is my understanding of the mechanics at the moment. If they wear a regulator and they have souls on tap, the regulator will save them from violent deaths and from deaths by disease, but it won't save them from aging. And if they die by disease, they're brought back, but the disease is still there. I think. I don't quite, the last part, the disease thing, I'm a little bit unsure about. That's because, oh wait, what did you say? Yeah. That's because the device not only resurrects you, it also erases your memory as of the departed. The very notion of dying would have become vague if not forgotten. To be killed over and over, I can't imagine how traumatized the survivors must be. Even if they're not physically hurt, they would still need to care. They would still need care. Like medical care, or you mean like emotional, like mental health care, like? Because do they remember their own deaths and the pain of their own deaths? At a time like this, the citizens need their queen to console them, but where's she gone? I don't know. There are other districts, so perhaps she's checking on... Oh, the survivor's here. I guess she's saying... I'm a bit confused on this. I guess she's saying that the survivor's here right now. Like... They still have their regulators, and so they don't know the people that die. I don't quite understand this. So, the people that died in this attack, like they get killed over and over, but no one remembers that they died over and over, and it's only them. I'm not quite sure what she's talking about here. Just checking on them. In that case, it's too much for her to handle alone. Countless people would be distraught, and we ought to provide them what comfort we can. So so what are they feeling right now? The people who survived, they're just probably confused, like where did everyone go? Like, is it that sort of thing? But no, they remember the attack, they'd remember themselves. I don't quite, well, I'm sure we'll see. I'm sure we'll see. So while Kafkiwa and her crew attend to those with physical injuries, let's seek out what those whose wounds are emotional. Understood. If you and Kakushu want to concentrate on Trueview, the rest of us will see to other areas. Sounds like a plan. Alright everyone, we'll meet up in the back room after. Time to do some mental health. Care. Stunned woman. Exhausted man, stunned woman. It's over? I'm still alive? Thank goodness. It makes no sense. Or is your regulator still working? What right did the king have to destroy our lives like this? Give us back our peace. Let us out of your damned war. I was gonna say, are there parallels to Yulemore here? Not really. There's not an oppressed underclass the way that there was there. Like, it's certainly a life of privilege, but it's not really at the expense of other people who are alive right now. I don't think. Exhausted man. Thank you. I'm all right, I think. Say, you were fighting with Queen Sphene, weren't you? Are the rumors true then? That Her Majesty isn't a living person, that her actual body is elsewhere in the cloud or some such, and she uses a special power to appear before us. I'd always wondered why the Alexandrians never questioned her true nature, but now I think I understand why. She personally fought to protect us. That's enough for me to know she's a worthy ruler. Doesn't matter what she is. I think it's a fair and reasonable response to this. Trembling man. What is that, just a robot on the wall? I've never been so scared in my life. I had died in an accident before, but it was nothing compared to this. So you do remember your own deaths. To be killed again and again and again, it was a living nightmare, and King Zoraal Ja was behind it, you say? Yeah, okay, so they do remember their own deaths. They do remember that experience. It's not like their own memories are wiped out, which would make sense. Otherwise, they'd be just amnesiacs when they woke up and all memory of themselves were gone. Since he suddenly appeared, he's done nothing good for us. He thinks only of war and ordered more soldiers be produced, and now he unleashes them on us. He's no king of mine. He's a murderer, and someone needs to make him pay. Yeah, I think if you give them the choice of getting rid of Zoraal Ja and losing their future souls, I think or keeping Zoraal Ja, I think they would absolutely choose to even before this, they might have chosen to get rid of Zoraal Ja. But they've had basically like 29 years of peace, right? Like, they were building up an attack, but they didn't actually... Did they actually not actually take any attacks? Not kill anyone for new souls until just now? Or have there been other outlying places they've been killing and taking souls of in the meanwhile? I think it's been... I think it must have been pretty peaceful until now. Even with Zoraal Ja. You heading to the back room? Yes. It seems things out there are somewhat under control, while Alizé and the others are still out there. I couldn't help but worry about Zoraal Ja. He hasn't uttered a word, and small wonder given his ordeal. He's just looking at the wall. I'm going to talk to him about everything. Bright as he is, there's no use hiding it. He'd eventually find out, and it'd hurt him more. Wuk Lamat, you are a great aunt. Kavkiwa, very well. Above all, he needs to know he isn't alone. He isn't alone. A very Final Fantasy IX thing. For anyone who hasn't played Final Fantasy IX, I'll say there's a whole section that I'll call the You're Not Alone section, and the song that goes with it, which is just one of the best songs in that game, and one of the best moments in... There's probably a top 20 things that I've said were like, oh, this is one of the best moments in Final Fantasy. That's up there. That's in that list.
Are you all right, Zoraal Ja?
Lots of people are dead because of my father, aren't they?
I mean, I guess we're really going with the idea that he actually is the father, so I'll accept that for the moment. Yes, they are.
That's... And Otis. He's gone too, isn't he?
I'm sorry.
My father is a bad man. That's why you're going to kill him, aren't you?
It's the long and short of it. I mean, there's a lot of bad men we don't kill, but...
Oh, sweetheart. Forget it. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, you do, and that's okay.
Listen to me, Zoraal Ja. You're right. We're going to confront your father. He invaded Tuliyollal and hurt my people. As vow of resolve, it's my duty to bring him to justice.
Don't you think of him as family anymore?
After the attack, I was filled with rage. I told myself over and over that he's no brother of mine. But it isn't so simple. No matter what I feel or say, all those years I spent striving to live up to his example, they won't just disappear. What's more, it's because we're family that we have to correct each other when someone goes astray. That's why I must confront my brother, like your grandfather did, even though it cost him his life.
But Otis is gone now. If my father was gone too, then I'd have no one.
You'd have one big kitty.
What are you saying, Zoraal Ja? Take a look around.
Why didn't they give the Hrothgar cat eyes? The Hrothgar and the I can't remember their names. The race that's like more humanoid but with like cat ears. Mikote. I bet there was a choice they made there. Maybe they wanted them to look more humanoid, like it would have been tougher to express emotion.
Have us,
I don't know.
Zoraal Ja. All of us will be with you through thick and thin. You're not alone. You'll never be alone again.
Ah, poor kid. Yeah, this is a bald fist moment for Wuk here. And none of it had to be. It's so silly. It's the... I'm sure... I feel like we're going to get more into... I don't know that we're done with exploring Zoraal Ja's motivations. None of it's going to... It's going to... I think, you know, cool motive, still murder variant and all that, but, like, I feel like we're not done with all that yet. Because... I don't know if it's going to be something about Zoraal Ja's mom or what's going on, but... You should get some rest, Zoraal Ja. You've been through a lot. I do feel a bit sleepy. There's a room in the back you can use. Can you take Zoraal Ja there? I will, thank you. Kafkiwa has like 3 faces and they've made a lot of hay out of them, and I like it. The things I would say to Zoraal Ja as a... We haven't seen Erenville in a while, have we? As a mother, but I'd better not get started. Instead, let me thank you. We couldn't have gone through this without you and yours. Until the others return, you ought to take what is that? You ought to take what rest you can as well. It isn't over yet, after all. You could prepare for, feel free, back room. A fuzzy image, you say? Is it still happening? Well, it's an old worn thing. There's bound to be a few hitches. Nothing to worry about, though. We'll have a meeting to discuss our next move in a while, so until then. Yeah, I'm giving my sus face. Onto the summit. Kafkiwa wishes to hold a strategy meeting. Had enough rest, have you? Then let's round up everyone. So she's like on the... I wonder if she's on the fritz just because it's old, or if she was damaged in the attack, or if Zoraal Ja is taking some kind of action behind the scenes. Alright, Kafkiwa. During your confrontation with him, Zoraal Ja bade Wuk Lamat to come to the tower's summit. The problem is, the elevators have been locked down due to the state of emergency. We've been working to lift the access restrictions, but frankly, it's not looking promising. Are there other ways we can get to Zoraal Ja? We believe so. As you know, Solution 9 occupies Everkeep's 9th level. The summit, meanwhile, is the 12th. The map appears to be cut off. While the King and Queen's residence is believed to be located here, the details are highly classified, hence the lack of map data. We do, however, have reliable intelligence concerning everything up to the 11th level. What's this place? Raha. Kafkiwa, that is Origenics, the facility where souls are separated and refined for use. Oh, that's a disturbing image. The process begins at the base with the extraction of souls from regulators and fiends. These souls are then transported up to the etheric separator where they're cleansed of memories. Cleansed. Finally, they're packed within soul cells for distribution. 12 for Fen. They've recreated the process by which souls are broken down in the ethereal sea. An affront to nature, I know, but ethical discussions must wait. I feel like I'm probably... I don't know, I don't want to sound like an apologist for soul extraction and all that, but I don't know, I feel like I'm one of the... My guess is I was going to say I feel like I'm probably one of the more supportive of its ideas, or open to it at least, just not in the current context. The salient point is that the facility extends vertically from the 1st to the 11th level. Now, if Zoraal Ja intends to strengthen himself with the people's souls, as we strongly suspect, it's funny because it almost doesn't matter. If we just bonk him on the head once, it doesn't matter how many souls he's collected, unless he's going to get like a super reinforced thing, or if he's going to pre-power himself with all those souls, like juice him up all at once. Then the facility will be operating to process and transport these souls directly to him on the 12th level. So in order to reach Zoraal Ja, we make our way through Origenics. Precisely. As the facility sustains the Alexandrian way of life, security will be extremely tight. But if you're willing to brave the route, we'll back you up as best we can. What say you? This is... Okay, now this is dungeon time. If this is another solo duty, I will eat my hat. I don't have a hat. I'll eat my cat. No, I'm not going to do that. I will be surprised. Goes without saying that we're going. I never had any doubt. I'm coming too. You'll need guidance on site, and this body makes me best suited. Ooh, you're gonna be like our narrator, right? Our navigator. Erinville. Hello. Have you been there the whole time? Probably. Hold it. Before you set off, I have to ask. All this time, you've known that Sphene is an endless, haven't you? Yes, we have. Why didn't you tell us? Honestly, it didn't seem relevant to the matters at hand. More complicated to explain than it was worth, and a distraction from our efforts to deal with Zoraal Ja. I think that's totally fair. I buy that. Speaking of which, we should get moving. Those who are sallying forth we gather in front of the tower. She doesn't know that he knows that she's an endless too, right? We can count, or I don't even know if she counts as endless. Maybe she's just... Maybe Kafkiwa at this point is just, I don't know, a reproduction. We can count on you to provide support from here, yes? Of course. Because I don't, yeah, Erinville hasn't shared that revelation yet. I think everyone still believes, everyone except for him now still believes that Kafkiwa is, like, actually a body somewhere, or no, that can't be. Everyone, I don't know what everyone, I'm not quite sure what everyone knows at this point. Erenville. I need to talk to you about... Never mind, it can wait. Okay, no, so he has not shared this. This is not common knowledge about Kavkiwa yet. Lest you wonder, I have no objections to remaining here. Someone needs to keep those in Tulihyolal informed. Best of luck to you. He's handling it well. I mean, it's a really rough situation. It really is, because there's not a whole lot that he can do right now that is like, the information is just stuff he needs to process, and maybe it's one of those things where he should share it, because what if they're about to do something really dangerous, and if Kavkiwa can't be uploaded anywhere else, then this might be his last chance to talk to her. Kavkiwa. All present and accounted for? Excellent. We make for the summit in one push. This will be a grueling climb, so see to it you spare no preparation. Yay, now I can fly on my Starlight Bear. Alright, this is going to be dungeon time, yeah? Yeah, the Resilient Sun. Kavkiwa wishes to take you to the entrance of Origenics, located at the back of Everkeep, and we can reach it by water. Come, we head to the pier at the Drift Grounds. So, I was just thinking, so we're going through 9 here. Which games have gotten major main plot segments dedicated to them related to... in 14 related to them? Final Fantasy 1? I think just the general Warrior of Light stuff. 2, I'm not sure. I don't know. Has 2 had... Oh, that's the dungeon. That's where we're going. This missing thing here, the Spire of Trial. I don't think 2 has really had... Like, there's been nothing... I mean, the Empire generally is something that was covered in 2, but I think it's too loose. I don't think 2 has really been referenced in 14 a whole lot, at least. 3, absolutely. 4, yes. 5, yes, with Galuf and all that. Galuf and Eureka. No, 3, yeah, 3 was Galuf and Eureka. I guess 3 was Eureka. But Galuf and Kryl and all has been, from 5. 6, certainly with Doma. 7... 7 hasn't really gotten... Have there been major MSQ references to 7 in 14 yet? Like major segments that dealt with people akin... I don't think so. So 7, no. 8, yes, with the Shadowbringers raid stuff. 9, yes, here. 10... I don't think 10 has really gotten references. 7 and 10 both, I think, are still fairly untouched here. 11, I think I heard some of the Alliance raid stuff here is going to be based on 11. 12... Yeah, I feel like the answer is yes, but I can't think of it. 13, no. And 15, there's there was the crossover event, but I don't count that. 16, I've never played 16. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm sure I'm wrong about some of these things. I will now explain how this mission will unfold. Origenics takes delivery at specific times. It's at one such time we will enter the facility and aboard the hover cargo. Kalusa here will pilot the vehicle, so you only need to sit tight until we arrive at the entrance. Unless we get attacked along the way. Our friends in the back room will create a diversion so we can steal inside. After which we make our way to the summit, striking down any foes that bar our path. Easy, yes? Yep, no problem, Cake. Easy to say perhaps, but we'll manage one way or another. That we will. In anticipation of the unexpected, we should maintain contact with the support crew and adapt as necessary. Indeed, I shall use the communicator borrowed from Shale to keep them informed at all times. I see everyone has a grasp of the details. Good. We set off very soon, so be ready. this is where they have to address the bigger on the inside thing here, right? They have to. Origenics is now accessible. All right, let's head inside. Zoraal Origenics. Ooh. Intriguing music. A lot of these are probably going to be 9 enemies that I just don't remember. Again, there's not a lot of 9 specific enemies I really do. I remember beyond the Yans. Origenics Cyclops. Wait. When did they automatically, is this new? Did they automatically buff my motifs? Activate my motifs? If so, that's certainly welcome. Right, because these are the fiends that are about to get shipped up to get extracted. Warning, resources have escaped, moving to recapture. Deal with the ones in the way. Yeah, so this is a combination of... Yeah, a combination of the fiends and the robot guards. Into the freight elevator. Oh, elevator fight. Excellent. Stuff attacking us on the way. Maybe we'll, like, stop to pick stuff up, and as stuff is loading on, it'll attack us. Oof, the diversion did the trick. Let's push straight to the middle level. Let's stay on our guard. Oh, no. We're going right to the middle level. There should be another freight elevator further in. Use it to head up. Intruders detected, eliminating. Sentry G9. Oh, I forgot the G9, S9, S9. G is... There's different ranks. I forgot what they were, though. I really like this electronic... Again, I don't know the genres, but this electronic-y sounding music, I'm a big fan. Information terminal. Row upon row of names are shown on the terminal display. It appears to be a list of those who were recently taken to the cloud. Might Namika be among them? I guess, probably. Where are we going? Oh, this way. Oh, Wuk's gonna have a final goodbye with Namika, isn't she? Perpicaris. What is the meaning of that name? You are quite something. You're like a insect mandibles up on top and eyeballs. No, those aren't eyeballs. They're just... This looks almost like the first dungeon boss in Shadowbringers, like the first final dungeon boss in Shadowbringers. What was that called? The first Light Warden we killed. There's nothing they can't handle. I'll activate the elevator to keep it moving. Strident Shriek. AoE. Vasoconstrictor. Okay. Venom Spill. Are you gonna split? Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, you splat some of them. And it's not always the same way. So you have to watch the hands each time. It doesn't just alternate. Writhing Rod. Left. So here is safe twice. Wait, no, apparently not. I didn't see the first one. Convulsive Crush, Tank Buster. Yep, just bonks with the two I don't know, clubs? The two club-like appendages? Alright, writhing rod here is safe. Then across. Then here. No, here and then here is safe for good. Yes. I think the goal of those is to move as little as possible, right? Alright, not too bad. That was one of the easier first bosses here, which I appreciate. Yeah, I got hit once still, but I'm good with that. A dead end. No, wait. Excuse me, Soul Management Division. Not the best camouflage now, is it? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by camouflage. I am a Dunkus. I am the biggest Dunkus. Okay. They were telling me it was camouflage, and I was like, what? Yeah, it's bad camouflage, and it was fooling me the whole time. How did I not notice this before? Look at this little guy popping up over my, look at him, he's mad. Oh, he's big mad. He's so mad. The little guy popping up over my motifs. I did not notice that. What is this from? It's I think this is the Medine portrait? Information terminal. I hope I didn't miss any of these. I probably did. Priority observation subject. Number 161127. Name Namika. Physical cessation age 86. Citizen memory erasure completed. Corporeal disposal completed. Ether extraction completed. She's fully done. Yeah. Sorry, Wuk. Oh, there's another terminal. No, no, no. Go back down. Go back down. How do I go back down? Back down. No! Disaster! Oh, I want to die now. Not in real life. I just want to die so I can get sent back. Information terminal. Second stage, separation. Probably first stage, talked about first stage. Other terminal did. Mixed ether is put through the etheric separator and divided into its soul and memory components. Soul ether is then conveyed to upper Origenics for final processing, and memory ether to the meso terminal, route and location classified. Unless expressly specified, the memories of fiends are discarded. Unless expressly specified. Why would you want to keep them? Okay. Does this let me go back down? No. Ah, dang it. I missed it. I'm sure we'll die to a boss and it'll let us go back, or I'll just check it later. Deceiver. Surveillance room. And I guess now that I think about it, Final Fantasy, I'm just looking at its design. Final Fantasy 13 has had some references here with the, in 14 with, what was it? It was that whole thing in like the Heaven Sent patches, I think, or where there were definitely dungeons that had some of the Final Fantasy 13 behemoths and things like that in them. It wasn't like a full on like section the way we get for 9 and like plot wise, but there was some references certainly. Deceiver intruders detected. Initializing all turrets and support units. I am worried about you being deceptive. Don't ask me why, it's just a feeling. Bionic Thrash. Let's get to the side that's not... Oh, okay. Deploying support units, initiating cover fire. So some of them are broken. So we're going to stay in lines for the illusory ones, I guess? Yeah. Initialize turrets. maintaining 80% coordination rate. What are... Is it the same sort of thing, I guess? Double illusions. Oh, but you still don't want to... Wait. Oh, so maybe you want to get knocked into the ones that are not illusions. Okay, very tricksy. I like it. That's a nice twist on it. So this is the one I missed before. This is the info terminal I missed before. All instructions in the processing manual must be strictly observed. As we have charge of the realm's most vital resource, actions resulting in damage or loss constitute a serious crime. First stage, extraction. Mixed ether comprised of both memory and soul is extracted from regulators and transferred into the stabilizing tank. As hastening extraction increases the risk of damage, the rate must not be adjusted except in the event of an emergency. So trying to rush it messes with the souls. Alright, so now for the pushback, we want to get pushed into something real. Yes. Very cool mechanic, and it got me. It absolutely got me. Got it. Well done. The conveyors up ahead should take you to the upper level. Did I get any stuff? I got Origenics Ring of Aiming. Ooh, look at the little cube things. Cubes within cubes. Hold on, what are these? Are these... The chutes are dropping down? I guess they're empty ones going to pick up new... Yeah, okay. So they send the souls up, and then they go back down for more pickups. Shoot me up. I am a soul. I actually am a soul in a body. Soul Processing Division. I'm afraid this is where our data ends. You're on your own now. Souls are being cleansed prior to storage. They're headed up, but from where do we go from here? That they should make it past Deceiver. Soldiers hold them off. Origenic security. Oh, info terminal. Stage 3, Purification. Separated souls undergo thorough cleansing for the removal of residual memories. The purifying light is harmful to organic beings, so utmost care must be taken during the procedure. The purifying light. Even the slightest contamination may lead to memory and personality disorders within the user. Excuse me. As such, each and every soul must be cleared using the precision detector. Even the slightest contamination may lead to memory and personality disorders within the user. So, like so if there's slight contamination, then when you die and you have the regulator and it pops that soul cell, then there's problems. Okay. Having completed the aforementioned processes, a soul may finally be made available to the people of Alexandria. Your efforts are essential to the functioning of our nation, and we thank you for your undertaking your duties with diligence. The noble goal. I keep forgetting motifs. I always forget motifs. This is the look of a research laboratory. It does have the look of a research laboratory. I don't know, it all looks science-y. This is where they research feral souls. Reminiscent of the Aberrance is reminiscent of the Allegan Empire. It does have certain similar vibes, especially the fiends are tougher. I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say, like, at least the people are consenting, but I mean, I eat steak. I don't know. I accept that a certain amount of non-consensual use of animals and fiends and things like that are okay. I don't know. It depends on how they're treated. Like, are they being humanely soul-celled? I don't even know if that's an option, if that's a thing. Information Center. Experiment log 216, subject Ambrose. Experiment sees a soulless body infused with multiple souls, including those of beasts. Is this going to be the final boss here? Via a prototype multi-regulator. Subject currently behaves within the parameters of a living person. Who is Ambrose? We met Ambrose, right? Was Ambrose the snake? Let me check who is the snake boss for a second. Xander the Snake Skinner. No, that is not Ambrose. Displays advanced symptoms of personality breakdown and destructive tendencies. So they are certainly prepping for what I mentioned before about Zoraal Ja, of making him like uploading all the souls all at once, so he's not just vulnerable to a boop from Wuk boop. This is all but certainly due to an overdominance of feral souls, yet while the subject possesses phenomenal strength, it cannot be reliably controlled, rendering it unfit for purpose. Future experiments must focus on imposing loyalty and obedience. Yeah, that's always a good thing to hear. Is this Origenics Automatoys, a giant enemy tortoise enhanced with electro? You know what? I support this. This looks awesome. The poor deer and all that, but I don't know, maybe it's having a fun VR time catching fish in there or something. Probably not. Do turtles eat fish? Any final terminals I'm missing? I don't think so. It's quiet too, cry. Alright, let's see Ambrose. That's the multi-regulator. No, that's the multi-regulator on top. Innovations Excess, Ambrose the Undeparted. Alright, here we go. Oh god, this aura, it's so very wrong. Yeah, this is... You're getting very... I guess we've always been in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood territory, but it feels like it's getting even further. Filthy rebels, you will not reach the king. So you're not mindless right now, you're just dealing with a lot. Ambrose is going through it. Overwhelming charge. Oh, so the overwhelming charge is a frontal thing. Frontal 180. My psychokinesis will bring you to your knees. Nearby cages are under strain. Alright, so some of them are under strain. Oh, shoot. Nope. This one too. Superfluity. Gravity field. What the heck is going on here? Like, did we just have to not be... There was something about, like, long ends and short ends and all that. I'm not sure what it was, but there's something to it there. Like... Or let's... Oh, you know what? It's this. Yeah, we want... This should be safe, right? Yeah. Oh, and I didn't even see that second follow-up coming. I got lucky there. Electro Lance, jumping on Kafkiwa, or... No. Alright, the axe is still there. Oh, this is the line it's gonna trace? I think I'm in a safe spot. Really broad path. Disabling limiter, increasing psychokinetic potency. So this is the frontal cone. Oh, no! Back cone? Oh, I didn't see the boxes. Shoot. Okay. Alright, we can get this. Overwhelming charge. This is the frontal one. Psycho Connect charge. I think we want to get behind you, right? Yes. So is this safe? I think this is safe, but now this should be even safer. Yeah. Good. I must win or else my souls. So there's the... I guess you're just worried about losing them?
Allow me.
We got it. Go team. I think this is a victory hands thing, right? No, this is a sad face thing. I mean, I guess. I don't know how... He did seem like he was into the idea of protecting his king and doing whatever it took, but I don't know.
It's not opening.
Shale, can you see to the lock?
Just a moment.
Ever reliable.
Follow the passage inside and you'll come to an elevator. It'll take you to the 11th level.
Right. Let's keep moving.
This is where we saw that conversation between Sphene and Zoraal Ja before. All the soul cells are here, I guess. All the cloud storage. The crypto
11th
mining.
level.
Look, soul cells. This is where they're kept.
What? Then these are all...
Yeah. This is a giant graveyard.
Indeed. Many died in the attack. Their souls would have been processed and transported here for storage. Or so I had expected.
So Zoraal Ja yoinked them, right?
A soul cell is supposed to light up green when loaded, isn't it? Yet the light is out on most of these.
Don't tell me he's already used them up. That's why he cut down one of his own. For the regulator. Who's there?
Already used them up. Yeah, so we don't know how, though. Because up till now, it hasn't been possible to, like, preload them or to, like, binge them, right?
Too.
Lest you wonder, all is well in Zoraal. The enemy has withdrawn, freeing us up to come and lend you a hand.
The backroom crew gave us a briefing. No rest for the righteous as usual, eh?
The idea of empowering oneself with souls is rather reminiscent of void-sent practices. I should be keen to learn more about the process, after more pressing matters have been resolved.
I believe I speak for everyone when I say I'm glad you're here. As you'll have heard, the Alexandrians have suffered heavy casualties. We must stop Zoraal Ja before it gets any worse.
Onward to the summit, I guess. This could be a trial followed by a trial following this, but I don't know if they would do that because this is still like the 90. This isn't the 100. This isn't the
Coming with me
end.
this far, my
Not
friends.
remote.
And I ask you to lend me your strength one last time. Together, let us defeat Zoraal Ja and safeguard the future of Tulihyolal.
And here is where I must excuse myself. Come back in one piece. You hear me?
We will. Every one of us.
Don't say. We will try. We will certainly do our best. No promises. No promises, but if Wuk dies, I'm unsubscribing. I'm not really unsubscribing, but I would be legitimately, sincerely upset. But they won't do that. They will not do that. They would not kill Wuk. And I actually believe that. I don't think they actually would kill Wuk. They would not do that. Like, 14 is legendary for, in my mind anyway, for not killing main characters. Even when they really should die. Like, Thancred, I love you, but you should have died in Shadowbringers. Sultana, you definitely should have died in A Realm Reborn. I'm still mad about that. That didn't stick. Hi.
What in the world is that?
I got nothing.
It couldn't be a void gate.
I mean, it sure looks like
It's
it.
enormous. Aye. It dwarfs even the one Zeromus opened.
But is the void gate specifically to the 13?
That is no void gate. It doesn't lead to the 13th.
Then
Yes. In all likelihood, it's a portal to yet another reflection.
Really?
By the 12. To think that realities being fused together was only the beginning.
The speculation must wait. He's here.
Who was the guy in 9, the bearded guy that was... It was Garland, right? Garland was the bearded guy? Oh, you got... Okay, you know what? You're a tremendous bastard, but I'll give you credit for a good reveal. You look like you're exhausted, maybe from drinking all the souls?
There is a limit to how much ether a living being can harbor while retaining its physical form.
Yeah.
Zoraal Ja has far exceeded that limit. With the souls he has absorbed, he has attained power to rival even a king among Voidsent, but at a terrible cost.
He looks like he doesn't even know where he is.
12 have mercy.
Brother! It ends here and now.
I don't know if you can see you through the fog of whatever he's perceiving.
How it vexes when you call me brother.
Oh, you're mad at like the whole adopted sibling thing?
Brother, blood heir, resilient son. Who am I? What is my path?
I am Wuk Lamat, vow of resolve of Tulihyolal. And you are Zoraal Ja, king of resolve of Alexandria. For the last time, we fight. For duty. For blood. For everything.
Yes, we fight. Hold nothing back. This multitude of souls I shall burn to the last mote. I will kill you and prove the miracle. I will prove that I am Father's true successor.
I don't know if I'm... So I'll just share. I'll share just initial thoughts. I don't know if they just haven't developed Zoraal Ja as well as I'd like, or if I'm just not feeling him, or what. But it's... Maybe it's just that we haven't heard so much. He's such a taciturn character through most of this that I haven't gotten a sense. I mean, now they're certainly giving him a better sense of like what he's about and what his concerns are and what's driving him. But I feel like some of that maybe should have come earlier, but maybe there's still time. I don't want to be metagame here. I don't want to. I'm trying to figure out why he's like, this feels sudden. And maybe it shouldn't. It could very well be that I haven't been paying as attention as well, or remembering as well as I should have. All right, so we got a trial coming up, but we're not going to do that right now just because I'm out of time. But next time we'll listen to this banger of a track while we fight Zoraal Ja here in the summit of Everkeep, which looks pretty awesome. And I don't know. Again, I don't know where we actually are. Like, is Tula Yolol like over that way? I don't think so. It feels like we're somewhere else, and we're right below a giant gate to another reflection. All right, well, that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye bye.